So our next topic is plantation crops. Okay, so tea is one kind of plantation crop, and tea is the most important beverage crop of India. So it is one kind of beverage crop because we drink that in most of the houses we drink this tea, and it is made from dried leaves. Okay, and the finest tea is obtained from the young shoots comprising 2 leaves and a bud. Okay, this is the procedure that we have to collect the young shoot comprising that 2 leaves and a bud, and it is called fine plucking. Okay, and bud is an unopened leaf found between first and second leaf. Okay, that in this way we collect the 3 leaves, and after that we collect or we made the tea, and tea is popular all over the world. And what will be the climatic condition? That the ideal temperature for growth of tea crop is 13 degrees centigrade to 35 degrees centigrade, and temperature below 10 degrees centigrade and above 35 degrees centigrade is harmful for the crop. It is not suitable for the crop cultivation, tea cultivation, and the suitable temperature is from 13 degrees centigrade to 35 degrees centigrade. Rainfall: that tea bush requires about 150 to 250 centimeter annual rainfall, well distributed throughout the year. And tea plant is a shade loving plant because they need some shades. They actually not able to control them in a high heat of sun, so there some shade should be there, and develops well when planted along with shady plants. And frost and stagnant water is harmful for the plant, and there should be that water not stagnant in the same position or in the same place, because it is harmful for the tea plants, and hence hill slopes are preferred, and that's why hill slopes are most preferable for the tea cultivation. Next is soil. The tea bush grows well in well-drained, deep, friable loams with porous subsoil, and virgin forest soils rich in humus and iron content are considered best for the tea plantation. These are best for the tea plantation, and these are two main varieties of tea. The to prepare black tea, 2 leaves are dried in the sun and then rolled mechanically between steel roller. So the black tea, one is black tea and another is reddish brown. Okay, and thereafter they are baked lightly until reddish brown color, and tea leaves are then formed, and thereafter leaves are processed in the factory by machinery. So this is the black tea, or it is reddish in color or brown in color. And the another type of tree is green tea. Okay, these two type of trees are found. Next is regions of production. That India, Sri Lanka, China, Japan, Indonesia, East Africa and Bangladesh produce tea on a large scale. So basically in India and Sri Lanka and China, or in these places, the tea cultivation is most popular, and India is the largest producer and exporter of black tea in the world. So black tea is more produced in India in the world, and the chief exporters of tea are India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, East Africa. The principal importing countries are the UK, USA, Russia and Canada. Okay, so these are the suitable climatic condition. And next is coffee. So coffee is a typical highlight crop of tropical regions, and this beverage crop grows to the height of about 9 to 10 meters, and it has to be pruned regularly to keep the height 3 to 4 meters, and this is to facilitate plucking the fruit which contains coffee beans. Okay, and what is the suitable climatic condition? The temperature that coffee beans require temperature, because from the coffee bean coffee are made, and coffee beans require temperature ranging from 18 degrees centigrade to 27 degrees centigrade, and rainfall is 125 centimeter to 200 centimeter is suitable for this. And the soil, that whether volcanic soil and well drained hillsides is the most suitable for coffee crop. Okay, and the regions, that Brazil is the largest producer of coffee in the world, and beside from this Colombia, Venezuela, West Indies, these are also famous for the coffee cultivation, and the best coffee comes from Jamaica, Yemen in Arabia, and chief exporter are Brazil, Mexico, Central America, Africa, Indonesia, these places. So these are the coffee plants. From these seeds or from these fruits actually coffee are collected, and these are the coffee beans. So there have a table and the distribution of major crop in the world where these crops are found: the rice, wheat, cotton, tea. This is the one kind of summary part of the discussion part. of this chapter. And next is rubber. Rubber is a natural gift of forest with a unique quality of elasticity, and it is a tropical crop and the suitable climatic condition that temperature. Rubber is a native plant of equatorial forest and need hot and wet climate, and it need high temperature ranging from 21 degrees centigrade to 35 degrees centigrade. So high temperature is needed, and rainfall that it needs heavy rainfall also 200 to 400 centimeter, and soil the deep well drained loamy and laterite soil at the hill slope at an elevation ranging from 300 meter to 4500 meter above sea level, providing best condition for the growth. And regions of production, that Thailand is ranked as the largest producer of natural rubber in the world. So Thailand is the largest producer, and beside from this, Malaysia is the third largest producer, and Indonesia among the top ranked rubber producer also in globally. Okay, these are the information regarding rubber plantation. Next is green revolution. What is the term this green revolution? That green revolution in late 16th brought a turning point in agriculture, and as a result the productivity of global agriculture increased drastically, and during this period new chemical fertilizers and synthetic herbicides and pesticides were created along with chemical advances. And what are the benefits of this green revolution? So at first, what is green revolution? That means when that the amount of cultivation of various kind of crops are increased in a higher rate, in this condition is called as green revolution. That one revolution is done with agricultural activity. And what are the benefits of green revolution? That as a result of green revolution and the introduction of chemical fertilizer, that in that time that the cultivator they use fertilizer, synthetic herbicides and pesticides, high yielding variety seeds, and the method of multi-purpose cropping, and they also popular the multi-purpose cropping technique, and the agriculture industry was able to produce much larger quantities of food, and this increase in productivity made it possible to feed the growing human population. And one person who is famous for his involvement in the green revolution was the scientist Norman Borlaug. So Norman Borlaug is the scientist who actually popular the green revolution. And in the 1940s, Norman Borlaug developed a strain of wheat that was short could resist disease. So at first Norman Borlaug made the green revolution with the wheat, and measures adopted under green revolution. So there have some measures that adopted in the time of green revolution, that use of high yielding variety seeds, irrigation facility, use of insecticides, consolidation of holding, land reforms, rural electrification, improved rural infrastructure, supply of agriculture credit, use of fertilizer, opening of agriculture universities. With these facilities, the green revolution was happened, and these efforts led to remarkable increase in productivity, and that's why the green revolution is occurred. And although the green revolution has been able to improve agriculture output in some regions and in the world, and there was still room for improvement, so that this improvement is going on, and as a result many organizations continue to invent new way to improve the techniques already used in the green revolution. And frequently quoted inventions are the system of rice intensification, marker assist selection, and agroecology, and applying existing technologies to agricultural problems. Harmful impact of the green revolution. The green revolution program, which began decades ago, had a noble goal, and that is increase the global food supply and reduce the hunger in the world. To accomplish it, farmers started cultivating land using new farm techniques, and these methods worked and crop yield improved. But the green revolution farming method also created a few unwanted side effects, some of which are serious. So there have also some demerits of this green revolution. Okay, like the demerits or the harmful effects are that one of the primary mission of the green revolution was to improve production of wheat and rice. So in this way, when the production of wheat and rice are increased, in that time the another type of production are decreased, and the program required farmer to use pesticides to kill pest and fertilizer to give extra nutrients to the plant, and in this way that the soil fertility also reduced, and many pesticides used during 16th to 90s were very toxic and no safe for human and other organisms. So these are very toxicating in nature, and that's what these are also harmful, and this is not safe for the humans and other organisms. And the use of chemicals, fertilizers and synthetic herbicides influenced the environment by the use of chemical fertilizers and synthetic herbicides influence the environment by increasing pollution, and this also creates some pollution. And chemical fertilizer polluted groundwater also, and excessive use of fertilizer made soil alkaline and unit unfit for the cultivation. So with this use of these kinds of chemical fertilizer, that after 2 or 3 years the land will be unfertile. So hence loss of soil fertility, erosion of soil, soil toxicity, diminishing water resources and pollution of underground water and salinity of underground water are some of the harmful impact of this modern agriculture technology, because these are involved in the time of green revolution, and in this way that some harmful effects are also done in the agricultural sector.